Hey friends, it's Elizabeth here. In this video, I'm going to be sharing my process for a hybrid layout with the August Stories by the Month kit. So let's get started. All right, so I'm going to show you the digital process for this hybrid layout. Right now, I'm looking at the left side of my spread. The left side is going to have a full page photo outside of the page projector. The size is about 7 inches by 8.125, and I've given myself plenty of room to punch my holes here on this right side. And then I've also templated how I'm going to add an embellishment to this photo. So this Adventuring a Story About Right Now card is one of the 3x4 cards that is included in the August Stories by the Month kit. And I've kind of just templated here in Photoshop, cutting it down a little bit and rounding the corners and adding it here to the left side of my spread. So on the other side of this spread, this is also going to be outside of the page projector. This is about 10.5 inches by 8.125 inches, so outside of the page projector in my 10 by 8 album. And I have just added my photos as 3-inch squares. I have 5 of them, and this is a 6 square grid. So I'm going to be using one of the 4x6 cards from the physical kit. This one is just the August Messy Circles, and I'm going to cut it down and add it right here into this square. That style gives me plenty of room to add some journaling to the bottom. This happened August stuff word art right here is actually the digital This Happened 3x4 card from the kit. And I just added it to this side of my spread as kind of a title for my journaling. I've also added my journaling to this side right here. And when I go to print out this layout to assemble, I am going to print out the base, so the white background plus the This Happened stamp and my journaling onto cardstock. And then if I look over here, I've already moved my photos over to this page, and I'm going to print that out on photo paper. And as you can see, I've already kind of chosen the chipboard that I'm going to add to this spread. I might add more when I go to my craft table, but for right now, these are my choices for chipboard. So that is what it looks like here in Photoshop. I'm going to go ahead and print everything and take you to my craft table. All right, so we are at my desk. Here is a look at everything printed out. So as you can see, I have my base page, which has the journaling and the This Happened digital stamp printed on just regular cardstock, and then all of my photos printed on photo paper, just like I talked about in the digital part of this process. All right, so as you can see, I am working in one of the 10 by 8 albums by Ali Edwards. This is going to be outside of the page protector, so I'm actually going to use one of the page protectors as a template to size down my page and also to punch the holes. So you're going to see me do that here in a second. I skipped over a lot of my process of cutting just because that's a little bit boring to have to go through. But you can see what I am doing in these few little snapshots. One of the main things that I want to do before anything else is to punch my holes. So as you can see, I kind of laid out all of the pictures and then I realized that I was spacing them incorrectly because my holes weren't punched. So definitely make sure that you have your holes punched before you start creating this layout, especially when you're spacing things, because otherwise you probably will be spacing things wrong, just like I did. All right, so I am going to fill in that last square in my grid with this pattern. This is from the August Stories by the Month kit by Ali Edwards. I believe this is called the August Messy Circles, and I'm just cutting that down to 3x3. I'm also cutting down that Adventuring card that was originally a 3x4 card in the physical kit, and I just decided to print out the digital version and add it to the other side of my spread. I have a very old and very badly working corner rounder. You're going to see me mess with it quite a bit right here. But I finally get it to work, and I round the corners of this adventuring card, and you're going to see me add it to the left side of my spread here in a second. Since this layout is going to live outside of the page protector, I definitely wanted to make sure to use a little bit of a stronger tape. So I'm actually going to use this double-sided tape. I believe this is just the regular Michaels brand, but you can use any double-sided tape, obviously. And I'm just going to make sure that all of those are kind of equally spaced. As you can see, I don't use a ruler or anything like that. I just kind of go with what feels good at the time. You can also see my daughter's hand showing me something over there. Once I have all of my photos arranged in a grid, I am going to add that last August Messy Circles card on there, and then I'm going to go over to the left side of my page. Oh wait, I'm going to add chipboard first. So I am using this story and the August Adventures chipboard from the physical kit to add some pop to that right side of my layout, and then I'm going to work on the left side of the spread. So after I punch my holes, I am just going to pop up that adventuring story card with some pop dots, and I'm going to add that to that middle bottom part of the left side of my layout. I definitely took this photo with this idea in mind. I love this shot. That's my daughter showing you some pictures. But I love this shot because I had this idea for the layout when my daughter was playing, so it was really fun that it actually came together. I thought about adding those wood veneer hearts to the August Messy Circles, but I end up going with some of these multicolor asterisks. So there are 3, which is great because I like to add 3 things to my layout. So I'm going to space them out and add them to my spread. I kind of wish that I wouldn't have added the little asterisk on the "this happened" and the chipboard, because they're kind of like right in line with each other. I think it probably would have looked better if one of them was on the "this story" chipboard, but alas, that was not my decision in the moment, and there they are, right in line with each other. It's fine though. It's just one of those things that you see when you're looking at it like this. I don't think that would bother me if I'm just looking through the album. I find that for lots of these little itty bitty things, you don't really notice it when you're actually flipping through the album. You notice the memories and the photos that are documented. The last thing that I'm going to do is add some of these word phrase stickers. This month it was in pink, and I thought that really added an extra pop of color and continuity throughout the spread. I'm going to actually add some foam dots to pop those up just to give it a little bit more dimension. When I'm working with hybrid, I really like to use any way possible to give the spread a little bit more dimension so it doesn't look so flat. So I add one of those word phrase stickers to that photo of my daughter at the soccer goal. I'm going to add another one on I believe it's the top right photo. Yep, of her going down the slide. And also the last one is going to go on top of that adventuring story card. And I definitely could have left this off, but I do think it adds a little bit of extra pizzazz to the spread, and I really like doing more than one thing in 3s, and I felt like the asterisks plus these word phrase stickers worked perfectly. All right, so once I'm done popping that on, the spread is finished. So I really love how this turned out, and I really enjoyed making this process video for you guys. So let me know what you'd like to see next, and join me next week. Thanks, bye.